Welcome to Mystical Messages. I am Hilary Harley, your podcast host. I am a soul guide and astrologer. Mystical Messages is your podcast gateway to discover and learn about the realm beyond the veil, including all things intuitive, metaphysical, and the healing arts. To learn more about my work or to book a session with me, please visit hilaryharley.com. If you would like to read my monthly forecast, you may find the full written transcript for all astrology episodes on my website. That way, if you hear something and want to re-listen to a forecast or check a date of a cosmic event, you may find it on the written monthly forecast on hilaryharley.com. Today, I am so delighted to bring you my monthly astrology forecast. I will be breaking down the cosmic events for October 2023. And I believe we all have sort of had it with the sludge that was the end of August and the beginning of September. Here we are now, heading into October, and we finally have the inner planets Mercury and Venus moving ahead, which is awesome. So we're approaching Libra season, and Libra is about relationships, partnerships, but it's also about weighing decisions and choices. So this is called Judgment Day. This forecast, because we are really, a lot of us, most of us are in a position right now where we are weighing some really heavy choices, paths to take at a crossroad, fork in the road, and trying to decide which direction to take. So fortunately, a very gentle Taurus moon greets us on day one, on October 1st. And boy, do we need all the calm resolve we can use. With the tumultuous full moon in Aries only days past before, at the end of September, it is really important now in the wake of that full moon in Aries to take a beat, to take a moment now in October to gather yourself together, even just for 10 to 15 minutes, to find an outlet such as walking in nature, cooking nutritious food, working on a creative project. These will help you face the coming month ahead with a steadier mind and heart. Cosmically, we are moving into smoother waters during October. So that's the good news. Life is finally indeed moving forward again without so many obstacles or feeling like we're pushing a boulder up a mountain. Unlike the planetary fits and spurts, stopping and starting during September, and let's be honest, there wasn't much starting going on with 6 planets retrograde last month in September. It felt like we were spinning our wheels in very dense, heavy mud. But that is over, no more. You will feel now in October the wind behind your back, encouraging you to get going now. So one of the decisions and questions we face now is, what are we called to do? So looking at your talents, Libra is about equilibrium and balance, and how we share our talents in a balanced equilibrium, and dividing our time up and dividing our skills and what we bring to the table in an even, orderly way. So it calls on us to be discerning so that we don't spread ourselves too thin. Your time is a very precious commodity, and Taurus is about skills and talents. this Taurus moon that greets us on October 1st. It conjoins Uranus and Jupiter on day 1 and 2 of October, reminding us to use our resources wisely. Venus rules both Libra and Taurus. So we're in the month of Libra as this Taurus moon, the first 2 days, kicks in. So only several days into the month, on Wednesday, October 4th, Messenger Mercury also turns into Libra, joining Mars and the Sun. Seemingly endless decisions and choices face us. We are indeed at a crossroads, and there is no going back to the way life was. The structures we knew so well, for good or for ill, continue to crumble. There seem to be very few rules anymore. Chaos and creativity both alike abound. Opportunists and optimists alike know that out of chaos comes order, that creativity, when it's done right, is actually incredibly messy. So that's what we're looking at right now, a time of infinite possibilities. And the array of choices can be overwhelming or dizzying, and we can tend to shut down in the face of so many directions to go. One everlasting rule, however, continues to reign: the principle of love. Going forward, our decisions must be heart-centered and rooted in love. So when facing these multiple choices, ask yourself which path makes you feel calm, peaceful, relieved, excited, even if it makes you feel a little bit nervous. That points you in the right direction, toward the answer that you seek and that is most like the best path forward for you. If a choice elicits dread, a dull or stagnant feeling, or spikes fear inside you, your intuition is guiding you in another direction. Suffice it to say, it is not selfish to make choices that are in your own best interest or for your own well-being. Assisting our decision-making, valuable Venus moves into analytical Virgo on Monday, October 9th. This is no small event. After a very long run in lively Leo from early June until now, Venus played and partied hard this summer. Now moving into Virgo, she doesn't shine quite as easily in this efficient, work-oriented sign. The upside of this energetic combination is Venus' ability to prioritize, how to make the most of what we have to help us arrive at the best decisions for our future. Just 2 days later, powerful Pluto turns direct motion. Generally, we do not feel this cosmic gear shift. However, it occurs as its younger sibling Mars also moves into Scorpio, the sign that Pluto happens to rule. Watch for desires to emerge. Sexuality sparks and power plays evolve. We feel much more deeply. We yearn to get to the bottom of the matter. We want to know, to be sure of the whys and hows scratching at us. The gloves are off and the veil is pierced. There is absolutely no pretending anymore. We must be our purely genuine selves. If we do not know who that is yet, we must own up to our innocence and be clearly honest about our unknowing, because no fakers are allowed here. It is okay not to have all of the answers. Better to ask and learn than to be a fool pretending to know something you do not. Instead, ask those wiser than you. Authenticity is the basis for the new moon solar eclipse in Libra on Saturday, October 14th. The more sincere and honest and real we are with ourselves and each other will serve us very well in the long run. With Messenger Mercury, Sun, Moon, and the lunar South Node all in Libra, prudent judgment is on the table. We can disagree all we want about the facts at hand, but the question remains, where do we go from here? How do we get there based on the reality of our situation? In the maelstrom surrounding many of us, it's best to aim for common sense. By all means, avoid making rush decisions or allow others to pressure you into making choices you have not fully thought through. Take your time. Ask thoughtful questions. What's in it for me? Does this feel healthy? The more sound and reasoned our judgment, the better. Careful, deliberate consideration is essential as you handwrite 3 to 5 goals and intentions on this potent new moon. Understand your motives, why you want what you desire. Feel into your desires. Allow yourself to tune into Mars' exact alignment to Saturn in Pisces. Together, they inform our intuition and offer absolute clarity. You will be drawn to the best choices, even if others do not understand or call you crazy. It is imperative to follow where you are led. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, I am who I am because of the choices I made yesterday. Then plant your goals in the potent autumn earth or set them safely alight. Just days apart, both Messenger Mercury and the Sun move into Scorpio, joining motivating Mars. On Sunday, October 22nd, Mercury forms a powerful pairing with Mars. Mercury guides our thoughts and words, while Mars rules our actions. Together, they unearth what must be seen and recognized. Expect a lot of dirt to be dished up, the good, the bad, or the ugly. We drill down further when the Sun rolls into Scorpio on Tuesday, October 24th. Along with a whole lot of muck and mire, treasure will also be revealed. For anyone in the scientific, healing, or research fields, this is a highly productive stretch. As Venus aligns with Jupiter, these are the two beneficent planets. And with their alignment in manifesting Earth signs, we can expect prolific results, outcomes that are useful and beneficial, as well as profitable. It is harvest time in a major way, and all of us profit. We move toward a full moon lunar eclipse during the final week of October. The last eclipse of 2023 occurs on Saturday, October 28th. Sun, Mercury, and Mars in Scorpio oppose the full moon tied to Jupiter in Taurus. Full moons are markers of culmination and completion. As a lunar eclipse, this full moon signifies the ending of all endings and affords limitless opportunity for transformation and reinvention. Our focus is drawn toward resources, our time, energy, money, skills, talents, power, and influence. How will you make the best use of yours? Our journey takes us to the bottom of ourselves, to the heart of our situation, where we unmistakably see it all, the grime, the grit, and the glory. We cannot look away now. There is so much work still to be done. Taskmaster Saturn prepares to turn direct motion in just a few days. In Pisces, Saturn calls us to have faith even when there is very little reason to believe, which is precisely why we must. That brings us to the end of this episode of Mystical Messages. To learn more about my work or to book a session with me, please visit hilaryharley.com. If you would like to read my monthly forecast for October 2023 or any other forecast, please check my website, hilaryharley.com, which will have the dates of planetary events and cycles, all on the full written transcript of any astrology episode. Thank you so much for listening today. Please join me again in 2 weeks when I will bring you the wonderful guest, Sherry Ellman, intuitive coach. I wish you many blessings as you journey forward.